Hey what's guys, this is Sky5 here doing a dual unboxing and review today. This is the Apple EarPods, the one with the remote and microphone, this one with the 3.5mm headphone jack, and of course this one with the lightning port end. I did receive these from Dan to Friend, his eBay storefront. I'll put his link in the description. I did a whole video about his storefront because he sells genuine Apple and Samsung accessories for really reasonable prices, so definitely check it out if you guys are in the need to replace your earphones, your chargers, whatnot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into these unboxings. So as you can see, this is pretty much what you would get if you were to buy it directly from Apple or an Apple reputable seller, except that they don't have the actual cardboard cases. And since I got it from Dan, he already removed that, and this one looks like this is what you would standard get in like an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, 8 Plus, and the iPhone 10. But since it does come in already a pre-packaged iPhone box, it also comes with that 3.5mm headphone jack to lightning adapter here on the back. I believe the store, the one that you buy separately for like $20 or something, doesn't even include this adapter. So that's actually pretty nice that you get it within your iPhone package. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing out of the packaging. You might encounter this little film right there, and you see the Apple logo out in the back, so it's a genuine product. It's a little gem shell, and it wraps around like so. And then finally, you can remove each individual section. And there we have the one with the 3.5mm headphone jack. And now let's go ahead and do the same for the lightning one. So this one, you just kind of pop off the EarPods first, the earpieces, and then you can remove this here from the middle. Remove the sides here. Pop these open, and then you have it nice in a coiled package. And then just take a quick look at this adapter here. See the 3.5mm in, so let's just go ahead and show you that right here. Plug it in like so. Snaps in place with a little bit of effort, and there you have it. You just converted your regular Apple EarPods to the lightning one. Now with both EarPods out of the packaging, let's go ahead and move on to the review. So let's first start out with what's the same. They're identical earpieces with identical remote and microphone functionality. So they have clearly labeled left and right earpieces, done in Apple's classic glossy white color, and actually it's very scratch resistant. I've been using this for years and I haven't managed to put a scratch on this thing. Despite its slim design, it does have reinforcements. You can see them when the cable starts connecting to the earpieces themselves, and also on either ends of the remote and microphone control panel. The remote and microphone control panel is one of the slimmest I've ever seen, with still a very good clicky tactile feel when you press it down. It has 3 actuators, so one for the plus volume and one for the minus, to lower the volume. The central piece is a multifunctioning button, so one click will pause or play your music and also pick up or reject phone calls, and double tapping the middle button will skip to the next track, and triple pressing it will reverse it to the previous track. And if you want to summon Siri, you just have to long press the middle button. And of course, the microphone is built in here, and you can actually talk normally despite it being so far away from your earpiece. And I've tested this out with my friends. I had a phone call with them, and then I tried it both with putting it close to my mouth and also just leaving it regularly hanging, and they said that there wasn't too big of a difference in quality. Then moving down the cable, you'll find the splitter, which is again reinforced, and also this little slider adjuster, so if you wanted to, you can adjust how closely together the cables are when they start splitting off to either earpieces. And it's also easily detachable, which is really nice. And speaking briefly about the cables themselves, it's kind of this rubbery material. I'm pretty sure you've probably felt one before, and it kind of is a little bit grippy. Apple advertises that this will allow their cables to be tangle resistant. From my test, I don't really think that's really the case. Instead, it really just picks up a lot of gunk, and you can see it's turned quite gray compared to some fresh pair of Apple EarPods. And then once you almost reach the end of the plug, you'll see a very faint text with a design by Apple in California and also where it was manufactured. That's how you know you have a pair of genuine EarPods. And now we reach the end of these cables where the plugs obviously differ. One is pretty much universal for most systems across the board, and one that's only dedicated to Apple devices. But actually, that's not all that's different. The one with the lightning port end is actually a little bit longer than the one with the 3.5mm headphone jack. And even attaching the adapter to the 3.5mm headphone jack one is still a little bit shorter than the lightning cable one. Of course, this is really minor and it's obviously not going to affect the rating, but I thought I'd just point this little tidbit out. Another interesting little tidbit is that you can actually plug in both of these earphones at the same time, but obviously only one of them can control it. So it's whatever one that you plug in last is the one that will actually control your phone. And now we come to a huge deciding factor for earphones, and that is fit and sound quality. As you can see, Apple has taken a one-size-fits-all approach. What this means is there are no interchangeable ear tips. Of course, you can buy third-party slip-on covers, but I don't really recommend those. So it's definitely a hit or miss. You either fit in them or you don't. For me, they actually fit really well, so I really like that I'm able to easily put them on and easily take them out of my ears, and then when they're in my ears, they stay in. So I actually can use them to work out, and I've seen a lot of people do the same. And for those of you who are more particular about keeping their earphones clean, these are really easy to clean without those dust and earwax catching rubber tips. Then in terms of sound quality, these are not meant to be sound isolating earphones, so it's meant to be able to allow you to hear what's around you. Though you can actually cover the tip of the EarPods right here, and it actually helps boost the bass a little bit more. But that being said, this is not obviously bass heavy, but it does have a pretty balanced sound. And even though these don't have a very wide soundstage, you can actually still hear individual instruments and voices pretty clearly. So just to sum up the similarities and the differences between the two different EarPods, here they are right now on the screen. So my overall impressions of these are that I really do like these. I use them all the time for a couple years, and they're really durable. You can even use them at the gym, even though they're not actually marketed as sports earphones. And I've never seen any other earphones match the quality of that remote and microphone. I think the real only potential downside is the fit, so I definitely recommend that you try these out, say at the Apple Store, before you actually buy them if you never tried them on before. Yes, the retail price is super expensive, but why would you buy retail? You can buy from reputable sellers like Dan, for instance, for much cheaper. So that's my take on EarPods in general, but whether you should pick up the 3.5mm standard jack one or you should pick up the lightning one is really dependent on what device you own. If you own an iPhone 7 and above, it kind of gets a little hairy. Obviously, if you don't own one of those devices, obviously go for the 3.5mm headphone jack one. It's the same retail price. But in terms of the lightning one, I would say that it's really hard pressed to recommend that one because you could still buy that $9 retail price adapter to change the 3.5mm one to a lightning port. And the adapter snaps on pretty securely, so if you really needed to, you could just leave it on that 3.5mm EarPod for life and just use that one instead. So the only narrow group of people I would actually recommend to get the lightning one over is if you only want a dedicated EarPod for your phone and it's an iPhone 7 and above, and you always plan to upgrade your phone via Apple's line because Apple is never going to put back that 3.5mm headphone jack no matter how hard you beg, then yeah, get the lightning one. Otherwise, just get the regular 3.5mm jack and get an adapter if you have to. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, Skyforce95, if you haven't already, to get more content like this. Or if you're watching this on Amazon, head over to my channel URL right here, or just search it up on YouTube, Skyforce95. There you'll see a bunch of my product reviews and unboxings. Feel free to browse, or if you want to search for something specific, just hit that search field. That'll do it for this video. This is Skyforce95. Thanks for watching.